Hello parents. Today I am talking about East Barnet School and I was rather impressed with some of the elements that this school incorporates. I'm going to talk about that towards the end of this video. So the head is Miss Swain, and the video, by the way, is online and you can see it on their website or on YouTube. It's free whenever you want to have a look at it. So there was a little video done by a former student, which was very good. And in this video, it was quite handy actually, because it was like being on a tour in the school. So you got to see the classrooms. It's a modern state-of-the-art building, so it's quite impressive. It's very airy, it's very spacious. Classrooms were there. I think they've got 50 classrooms all in total, I think. Really good facilities. We had a little tour around the English and art department when I think it must be the head of English was doing his little spiel. He walked along a very long corridor of lockers, which gives you a really good indication as to where the lockers are located, and things like that. The art room was lovely, really lots of light, lots of lovely things on display. I think they were about to draw some plants, which, a bit of green always brightens up a room. And you had a look into the canteen also. So it was a really good kind of vision of everything, including Miss Swain doing an assembly. So back when pre-coronavirus times, everyone was sitting next to each other. And you get a real sense of what the school would be like. So that was actually quite a valuable video to watch. There was also mention of having a growth mindset on the video. So if you fail, pick yourself up again and look at it as a learning opportunity. And I'm all about that. I'm very much all about the growth mindset. They have got quite a strength in robotics from what I could see from the video. And then when I went onto the website and was doing my own research, now robotics is massive in private schools. Places like Merchant Taylors, also the grammar schools, QE Boys are really, really hot on robotics. So they've got a real a chance of competition with schools like that because they're very, very involved in it, and they've got a lot of resources and a lot of IT facilities to compete. So that's worth knowing. They on the video they showed drama, so some of the performances which were great. A concert, the quad, so the playground area, they showed like an aerial view of it, and you could see some of the groups of children were just chilling out and having a chat. So a really good sense of what the vibe and what the atmosphere would be like. They've got IT suites and a sixth form kind of cafe area, what it looked like. Again, kids were congregating and just chatting or doing homework. And it was a lot of just natural day-to-day how you would find the school. So I thought that was a really, really good video. Well done, former student. On the website, now I always look at enrichment. You scroll down and find the enrichment list. That's always a very good indication of what the school has to offer to further enrich your child, other than just their general curriculum studies. Now, I'm reading from my notes here. So students in years 7, 8 and 12 have 5-week modules in the following things. So robotics, CAD, which is computer aided design, music technology, creative problem solving. They do golf at a golf range, cool, and swimming. And they also have, which was very interesting, they have a writer in residence. So a writer that is either very nearby or there all the time, and you get to have sessions with a writer. How amazing is that if you have a budding writer or somebody who wants to be an author in some capacity, to have that experience? Just brilliant. They also do modules on first aid. Now, well-being is promoted big time at East Barnet School. They do what's called the iHeart programme in year 7. So it's like a little kind of qualification, I suppose, that you'll get at the end of it. Mindfulness is massive at the moment, especially with all the potential anxiety and upheaval that our kids have gone through since March. It's unparalleled. Now, this iHeart programme aims to develop resilience in young people. Now, anyone who has been watching what I'm doing knows that is core, it's so close to my heart. And this school are working with Barnet, with a lady called Jane Abbott, who I'm actually having a Zoom meeting with next week about the school's resilience project, because I want to be involved in that. And they are working very closely, and they've actually been awarded the Mental Health in Schools Award, East Barnet School. That's amazing. No other school that I have researched has been awarded that. They have an on-site counsellor for students. They have mindfulness for staff and students, for both. Anxiety workshops for students in years 10 and 11, so GCSE years. Self-esteem workshops for children in year 10. And I liked this. It was launched this year, the Wellbeing Warrior Scheme. How awesome does that sound? Now, I do wonder whether they would open up these workshops for anxiety and self-esteem especially to other year groups, because I don't think that they can be benchmarked just for years 10 and 11. I think that they need to go from year 7 now, given what has gone on. Perhaps that's something they are already in discussion about. So the Barnet Resilient Schools project works on a whole school approach to mental health and resilience. And I'm going to know a lot more about it. I'll post a separate video about it once I've had my meeting with Jane Abbott from Barnet Council. It's massive, and they want to get into all schools. I think they've got 52 schools that they're currently working with, secondary. I believe, I'll have more information once I've had my meeting with her. But the fact that they're working so closely with this programme and that they've already been awarded this Mental Health in Schools Award means if you have a child who needs a little bit more kind of a mindfulness approach, more mentoring, more a sensitive approach, maybe you ought to consider this school if you live nearby. I'm going to talk about clubs now. So they had an extensive list on the website, which was very encouraging. Lots of sports for boys, for girls. So some of the sports that they included were football, netball, trampolining, basketball, dance and cross country. I love cross country. I was such a runner back in the day. For music and drama, they have orchestra, soul band and the ukulele, which I thought was really cool. Technology, massive use robotics, product design, Lego and computing. As I said before, robotics and computing, these kind of things, using a use of a 3D printer, they're all in the private schools, all of them. So the fact that East Barnet School has access to all of this is very impressive. A massive thumbs up from me. They have chess, they have an EAL, so English as an additional language, and SEN, a special educational needs club, which I thought was brilliant, that everyone could be supported if they have an additional learning need or English isn't their first language. I thought that was brilliant, really well thought. And then they have a writing and design club with the in-house resident professionals, which I think is very exciting. I'd like to know more about that. Ofsted, everyone likes to know where they sit Ofsted-wise. They are still good. It's very difficult to achieve outstanding at Ofsted in a secondary school, but I think good is great, and they've consistently achieved good. They were last Ofsted inspected in 2017, so not long ago, and they're still consistent. They have areas to improve on, but that's okay. Facilities, these are state-of-the-art. It's a very modern building. The video shows a beautiful kind of tree-lined road/path leading up to the school, which is really impressive, very beautiful. They have 3D printers, they're thriving in the robotics program, several IT suites, versatile sports hall, dance studios and science labs. Overall, really impressed with this school. I do have a friend whose daughter goes there, and I have asked her questions about the school. So from a kind of what's going on the playground kind of side of things, she's very happy. She's thriving there. She's got lots of friends and she's settled in really quickly. I think she's in year 8 now, my friend's daughter. And so, yeah, a big thumbs up for East Barnet School. Go and have a look if you live near and see if it's for you. Thank you. Bye.